What's up guys, Duelist X here. We're going to be covering my deck profile for Naganadel GX. A lot of people want to call it, Beast Box, but it's not that variant. A lot of people want to tech in the Buzzwole GX, anything else of that nature. No, the way this is built, it's a whole different concept. It's easy, free retreat for the most part, or light retreat. Come in, swoop with Naganadel, and go in for the knockouts. So, Pokemon-wise, we run 3 Poipole, a very good Pokemon. Let's take a look at it. Spit Poison, for a colorless energy of any type you choose, can poison. I guess it's good long term, but what we're really going for, otherwise, if you occasionally want to, the Knockout Reviver. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon knocked out, your opponent's not going to get any prize cards. So it's like a guaranteed Selby attack, but Guzman stuff, it'll turn it away. Anyway, Poipole, because what we really want on top of that, we're going to run 3 Naganadel. So a 3/3 line. What is this card so known for? Beast Raid, 20 damage for a colorless, mind you, 20 damage for each Ultra Beast you got in play. So with the max of 6, potentially, you're doing 120. Add in the Beast Energy, you're going to be doing 120 plus the 30 original, so that's going to be 150. Weakness times 2, 300. Comes in really clutch. It only has 1 retreat cost. It's good. Weak to Psychic, not a problem. 210 HP, you can't complain with that. Jet Needle's used occasionally, but also Stinger GX. If your opponent doesn't get a good start right in the beginning, automatically both players are going to put all their prizes back in their deck, shuffle, and then they only have 3 remaining. Really good if you want to just slap your opponent and give them a hard time. So a 3/3 line of that. Next, for my personal choices, we're going to be running 2 Pheromosa. Not the GX, but why do we run this? It's basically the Coco of your GX deck. Free retreat. Maneuverability. Occasionally you might use high jump kick. And if you have Beast Energy on it, I know there's a 30 base plus the 20, so that's 50 times 2 weakness. You can knock out small things like Rock Ruff or things that are weak to grass. So occasionally, like maybe Greninja Break, stuff like that, that's going to still sort of be in play. But honestly, you probably would just use it as a free retreater, not attacker. 2 of her. Very nice. Next, we're also going to be playing 2 Dawnwing's Necrozma GX. Mostly for the invasion ability. It's like Keldeo EX back in the day. It's just a rush in and take a few hits and then come back. Too bad it's weak to dark, but it resists the fighting, so Buzzwole is going to have a little bit of a harder time knocking this out. Then 2 of my most favorite boys. I loved them ever since before they gotten popular. Kartana GX. Slice Off. It's a searchable enhanced hammer. What can go wrong? Occasionally you got Beast Energy, so you could probably use Blade GX to just take a prize. Maybe that's all you need to win the game. Kartana's there for you. Another one of my sort of tech and faves, 2 of Nihilego GX. Empty Light. Play it from your hand on your bench. Your opponent and you both have active Pokemon confused and poisoned. Poison's good chip damage, and confusion's really going to make them mad. Either they retreat by discarding the energy, hope to God they have an escape rope, a Guzman, or something. You're forcing your opponent to do something they did not want to do, while you're just sitting there and laughing at them. Occasionally you can use Lockup. They can't retreat. Makes them even more mad. Symbiotic GX, I suppose you could use to add 2 cards from their deck to their prize, but probably not the best idea. And then to wrap it off for Pokemon, 2 Tapu Lele GX. Everyone knows what it does by now, I'd hope, but Wonder Tag, play it down from a hand on the bench, a supporter card and put in your hand. Other than that, you can occasionally use Tapu Cure. Maybe your opponent's having a hard time knocking something out. For 1 energy, that's a Psychic, which I run most of. Heal 2 Pokemon completely from your bench. And an Energy Drive. 20 for each energy attached, both you and your active. So that's the Pokemon line. Next, we're doing 3 Ultra Space. During your youth player's turn, basically that turn player is going to get an Ultra Beast and look through their deck. I'm going to get most likely my Pheromosas, maybe Naganadel, things of that nature. My opponent, if they're playing it and it gets more popular as the days come on and continue on, they'll probably be grabbing the Necrozma, but we'll see. I like it. It's a quick free search, so like you could have free searched Enhanced Hammer if you really want to think about it that way. On to the items. The most common is 4 Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards, search your deck for any Pokemon, put it in your hand. Very nice. One of my most favorite cards to come out now in this set, 2 Mysterious Treasure. You ditch 1 card to the discard, you can add either Psychic or Dragon Pokemon from your deck and put it in your hand. Very beautiful card. It's basically a different Pokemon, so you can get this, discard a card, Tapu Lele for a supporter and whatever. Very good card there. My personal tech for, because I'm semi-preparing for rotation, instead of Floatstone, Skateboard. Even better though, 1 less retreat, most of my Pokemon are going to be free, or 1 retreat cost. And it can even retreat if it's asleep or paralyzed. So nothing to worry about there. Your opponent's going to be doing things all the time, so the average is 2 to 3 now. Field Blower. Get rid of 2 tools and or stadiums. Next, another great card, Beast Ring. Basically, if your opponent has 3 or 4 cards remaining for prizes, I can search my deck for 2 basic energies, Psychic in my case, and then put them on my Ultra Beast, and then shuffle. So like, Naganadel just gets that much better if you use your GX early on, and then you happen to have one of these. And then the last item, Rescue Stretcher. Either I'm getting a Pokemon from the discard, Naganadel, or something else I need, maybe Kartana, whatever. Or I could put 3 back into the deck, Pokemon-wise, and then kind of stall out the game. That's all for the items. Next up, supporters. I'm sure everyone's curious about that line. You gotta go for the consistency, so here's my idea on the consistency for this build. 3 Sycamores, you discard your hand, you draw 7 cards. A very nice play. Then we play 2 Cynthia. I know it seems a little lackluster, but honestly, you don't need to go through that much. Your opponent's going to do the work for you with a lot of Ins and Cynthias yourself, things like that, so 2 Cynthia. And until it rotates, 2 in for the disruption. Maybe they mulliganed a lot in the beginning, maybe they're winning. You can force them like this, and then you can even do more by using Naganadel to do it right back to 3 for each. And then my favorite card, pretty much who I cosplay time to time, ya boy Guzman. It's a better Lysander in some cases. You just switch and hit and probably get a knockout. And then a lot of people are giving this card hate, but honestly, it comes in clutch sometimes. Ultra Recon Squad. With Ultra Space and everything else, yes, you probably don't want to discard because you want to do more damage, but you're not thinking about the possibilities with this. Because literally, let's take a look. Discard up to 2 Ultra Beasts from your hand. You draw 3 cards for everything discarded in that manner. So basically, up to 2, you could plus 6 with this card. Instead of discarding maybe a really clutch hand that you need with some items and stuff, you can discard a few Ultra Beasts you don't need because your field's already full, and you profit. Maybe your opponent ends you, who knows, but by the time they do, it's too late, you already got what you needed. And that's the supporter line. To finish this off, we're going to go through the energy. I think I'm running 9 Psychic Energy. It's a fair number, it's not too much, like you don't really need that much, but Psychic Basic Energies. And then as weird as it sounds, I'm running 4 DCE. Mostly for like maybe Tapu Lele or Naganadel. Those are the big hitters that are even going to. Beast Box, you're using multiple attackers. I'm not necessarily doing that. I'm more of a techie, slap Naganadel, come in for the win. And then of course, I hope you'd be running it if you're running Ultra Beast's Beast Energy. It's a really nice new card. When this card's attached to its Ultra Beast, you're pretty much doing 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before doing weakness or resistance. Before is always nice. A lot of things say after, but consider this also. Breed Assault Vest until it rotates. That's in Breakthrough. Highly recommend people start picking those up. But anyway, that's my profile for Naganadel GX or Ultra Beast Heaven. If you have any opinions, let me know. But I appreciate y'all watching, and otherwise, have a good one.